Welcome to Lagniappe, a program about events, issues, and people. I'm Cory Crowe. I'm joined today by Ralph Calhoun of the Biedenharn Museum and Gardens, and a big movie night coming up at the Biedenharn. Ralph, welcome. Thanks for being with us today on KEDM.
As always, thanks for letting us come in and supporting us. We appreciate it.
Well, let's talk about this. You might need to change the name to like the Biedenharn Movie and Gardens.
Biedenharn Bijou.
That works.
That works, yeah. Actually, that might be a good name for the series, so thanks for helping.
That may be. Tell me a little bit about this movie series. Now, you're going to start this thing off tomorrow night, and it's a big night in the gardens.
Yeah, it's big. We have never done this before. And my staff, we had a planning meeting a few months ago, and they're like, we want to have movies in the garden. And I said, okay, we'll do this. We've purchased one of these huge inflatable movie screens. We've got all the equipment for it. And I said, let's, at least the first year we do this, everything has to fall into our mission some way or another. And we were talking about it, and behind my desk I have a poster from the Prince of Egypt movie. And finally I was like, yeah, I think that would hit Bible Museum a little bit with us, and it would be appealing to a whole lot of people. So our first movie is going to be the DreamWorks movie, Prince of Egypt. It's an animated film with, the cast is incredible. The voices behind the animation are just incredible.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Now,
Yeah.
it doesn't get dark till late, so tell me about what time are the doors going to open, and then
So,
when do the movies start?
Yeah, gates open at 7. The movie's going to start around 8 o'clock. So sunset is a little bit after 8 tomorrow, and it's sort of in some ways it's kind of like a fireworks thing. You sort of play it by ear. When it's dark enough, you go ahead and do it. But that area in the garden, it's going to be elevated a little bit in front of the main fountain. It's a darker spot, so we're thinking right around 8 o'clock the movie will start.
All right, since you have the poster, that means you know something about the movie. Give me the synopsis of the Prince of Egypt. I think I know the story, but remind folks in Bible museums in your name, right. So I think it's in the Bible somewhere.
So, yeah, I think, if you've ever encountered the book of Exodus, you've got the plot for the Prince of Egypt. We have this little baby Moses, who's a Hebrew, and the Egyptian Pharaoh at the time doesn't really like the Hebrews, and he's going to kill all the male children. And so they save this baby's life. He ends up being adopted by the royal family, so to put it.
This is the floating basket,
this is
right?
The basket in the Nile. And then eventually Moses, he has to leave for a couple of different reasons, comes back to Egypt later in life. He's about 40 years old. And he leads the Hebrew children, as they say in the Bible, out of Egypt through the wilderness for 40 years. And we have incredible dramatic miracles, the parting of the Red Sea. We've got manna in the wilderness. I can do a Sunday school lesson for you if you need me to.
That's going to be, don't give it all away.
Right, yeah.
Some folks may not know.
And if they don't, this is a great way to get it. The other place where people know this is if they've seen the 10 Commandments with Charlton Heston.
I have to watch that every week before Easter when it comes on TV.
Right, yeah. And again,
if it's on, I'm stopping. I got to watch it.
And both of those movies have incredible cast.
They do.
I'm always impressed by cast.
So, 1998 DreamWorks animated film, and that's going to be coming up on tomorrow night, and sometime right around 8, right after 8, you're going to get started. It's been nice and cool the last few nights. The humidity level seems like it's a little lower, so it's actually very pleasant. I've been out walking about that time every night, and it's great.
Yeah, and actually, we were talking earlier, mosquitoes have not been that bad yet either. I'm always kind of hesitant. Anything that we do after July or June 1st, I'm afraid of heat and mosquitoes. I think we're going to be okay tomorrow.
I've seen you lay the smack down on the mosquitoes, though. You've got the machine for that.
If we have to, we will, yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about what's going on after that. Now, you're doing this one. You got some more of these in the works?
Right, yeah. One of my favorite movies, July the 11th. We're going to do Christmas in July. We're going to have Elf, which is just a wonderful movie. We've got Little Shop of Horrors in August. And people are request bring your own chair, your own blanket, and we'll let you just kind of sit out there on the lawn. We'll have,
BYOB. Bring your own blanket.
bring your own blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
You'll have those nickel Cokes?
We will have free Coke. We'll be serving Coke. We'll also have a food truck that's got popcorn, and then Eskimos will be there with ice cream.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Tell me what else happens over the summertime at Biedenharn Museum. I know folks get out on vacation.
Yeah.
You probably get a lot of visitors from out of town.
It's a good time for tourists. You know, it does get hot. So in some ways, for us, spring and winter are better because the heat tends to keep some folks away. We actually slow our programming down a little bit. So this is a bit of a change for us in the summer. But the regular events that you'll see that we do is the second Saturday of each month. We've got Fun Day for children in the morning on those Saturdays. The second Friday of each month, we have a food truck across the street from the museum, and then we usually tag that in with something else like an exhibit opening or just come to the garden and everything. But it's probably the best thing is come out and take a tour. I mean, it's a good time to get away with your family and see this museum that a lot of people in town haven't seen.
The event coming up tomorrow night, there is a fee to get in and watch the movie, right?
Right, yeah. It's $10 for adults. Children from 5 to 12 years of age are $5 each. And if they're 4 or younger, it's free. So, this is definitely a family-friendly film that folks can come out and enjoy.
So bring a blanket, bring a chair.
Yeah.
Or just sit on your blanket in the yard. And this is going to be out in the courtyard in the back.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Sounds like it's going to be a fun, exciting evening.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
And you get to watch a neat story as well. The Prince of Egypt tomorrow night. Gates open at 7. The movie starts at 8. And when does the food people get going?
They'll be there at 7.
They'll be there at 7.
Come on out.
All right, you can do dinner there. Dinner and a movie.
Yeah.
Find out more about the Biedenharn Museum, bmuseum.org, and find out more about this and other Lagniappe events at KEDM.org. Don't forget, watch our videos on YouTube, like them and subscribe, and share them with your friends.